Hello and welcome back to Metaphor ReFantazio. We are, once we head back from this mission, one day away from heading towards our confrontation with Luis. Well, our second confrontation with Luis, because we've already defeated him once, but we're expecting this to be slightly more difficult. Anyway, it is time for us to leave here, and we will see where the story takes us. I definitely want to return to town immediately. Setting up camp would allow us an extra night, but we don't really need a night at camp unless we're really trying to go for a Lumaberry. Or, sorry, a Lumabee, but I think we're fine.
Okay then.
We'll have time.
See you soon, I hope.
Yeah, the chances that we end the game without ever having another campsite thing at the... I've completely forgotten the name of the thing. At the runner, it's nearly zero. Gauntlet runner. I don't know how I forgot that. Anyway, back to the Altabury Tavern.
Now that you mention it.
The object we got in the tower. Whom did we need to deliver it to again? A Sanctist soldier, I believe. He was a bit zealous about doing in Luis. I believe he was going to reconsider if we delivered this to him. We've got to stop him, so we should do so quickly. Everybody wants to stop Luis, don't they? Hey Graham, let's get this to him soon, yeah?
Hey.
Make sure to take care of any unfinished business.
Right then.
Yeah. We'll definitely do that.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
It is now Water's Day. Brigitte, once again, just outperforming Barden every time. She must have sent us like 100k at this point.
Now what am I to do?
Barden sent us like 3 potions. Anyway, heading up here, we have 2 purposes. The first purpose is that we're going to speak to this fella. Hello.
How about...
Yes, I would love to make some of this. Want to make some? Where are we being kidnapped to? I want the Bracken, I think. Yeah, Bracken. That's right. Because I want the one that gave us 4, and I think that's Bracken. I might be wrong, though.
Exactly.
Refreshing. Was refreshing 4? I don't know. I'm not going to do it if it wasn't, but let's just see.
What now?
Refreshing. Somewhere in here. Refreshing was, yeah. So that's 4 people MP. That's what I was looking for. The reason why I think we should go with that is actually thinking about it. The one that's a single person gives 1 person 200, or you can give 4 people 100. So as long as you're using your MP across all of your party members, the 100 one is always going to outperform. So I think that we should do that. We should try and take that one every time. I was going for the 200 because in previous dungeons we tended to focus on one character. So say our MP would drop really low because we were the main character and we were using our ability first, and we just happened to be the person who always had to kill the enemy. But in the previous dungeon that we did, everyone was kind of using it at the same rate, which meant that like a single target MP was not really what we needed. We needed 100 to everybody, because everybody was using it at the same rate. Anyway, hello.
Splendid.
Wait, that dangerous-looking club is the Bramblethorn Baton. I never thought I'd see it. Let me get a closer look. This is the Zeocropus' club. There is no doubt about it. So you really did defeat it. Well, are you going to say it now? Come on, admit that we're powerful enough to take on Luis. I will admit you are clearly stronger than the Zeocropus, but it still remains to be seen if you're stronger than Luis. Nevertheless, you took me seriously, and for that, must admit my heart is moved. No matter who it may be, you'll pay genuine attention to anyone in need. You're far more qualified to be king than Luis. Perhaps you really will be able to push past Luis and onto the shining throne. You have my respect, grudgingly.
You've been a real help to me, you know.
Take this as a token of my support. I hope it will help in your fight against that vile pretender. Your reputation precedes you. So here, take a little extra. Go on.
Mission accomplished.
Aha! So we get courage and we get a ton of money. Nice.
Now then.
Now, I actually don't think we need to buy anything. Courage is 5. Ooh.
Courage.
'Tis one of the virtues a ruler must possess. If thou aspire to true sovereignty, kindle the flame of thy courage to ignite the hearts of thy people.
Why, that's...
A conqueror needs that precious kindling with which a follower's passions may be inflamed. It seems I misunderstood you. For that I apologize.
I'm off.
It will be far from easy to defeat Luis. But no, I am on your side. Fight hard!
Yeah.
We appreciate the thought. Let's not let him down, Grim.
I thank you in
The
advance.
grim task of unseating Luis is yours. I'll do all within my power here. Someone has to ensure the city's secure, after all. In the end, this is the role I'm better suited for.
Ridiculous.
Right.
All right then.
And now we have done that, we are going to head
Me too.
back to the Gauntlet Runner, do our Gauntlet Runner
Go.
stuff, and then it's a bond or two, and then Luis. So let's start
Got
with
it.
the washroom. This bit should be fairly easy. Cool. And then the pantry, where we get the same things we get every other time. There we go. We get the generic stuff, which is... I tend to think of it as bulk for the food. It's like things that we would get very easily, but are needed for a bunch of other bits of the food. And then we need to go and do followers. So, let's see. Yufa we can get to level 6 with. What does 6 on you get us? Ooh, Devil Summoner? That's definitely tempting. She hasn't ranked up Summoner to max, has she? But we haven't really been rushing it, but... I don't know why I went this way to find out her archetype. That's maybe the most roundabout way I could have gone. But yeah, we haven't ranked it up to max, but we definitely could if we needed to. I wonder, I just had the sudden thought, I wonder if Devil Summoner, whether the summons are not the ones from this game, I wonder whether they would actually use the devils, which are demons, which are the SMT like monsters, which are also the ones that are in Persona. So I wonder whether they would do that for Devil Summoner. That'd be interesting, although if they didn't do it for Persona Master, they probably wouldn't do it here. Anyway, so we can go and spend time with Yufa. We can spend time with Maria. That would get us more skill inheritance slots for the healer lineage, which is cool because I use the healer lineage, but beyond that, not too much else. Faker Veneration. Yeah, probably don't need that. Commander lineage and escaping from squad battle. Yeah, I don't need either of those. So yeah, I think Yufa's who we're hanging out with, which, to be honest, makes a lot of sense. She is a party member after all. Let's talk. Right. Hello, Yufa.
What should we do?
The day of our big battle is coming soon, and I don't want to have any regrets about it. Grim, I know this isn't the best time, but could I speak with you about something? It's Ovi and the others. Since the incident before, the Sanctist parishioners glare at me if I so much as walk near the church. I've tried explaining myself, but they won't hear it. If I try going through the front, I'll run into them. What do I do? Let's sneak in. I was able to convince Yufa to break into the church with my overflowing eloquence. Wonderful. Sneaking into the church this way feels so underhanded, but appearances matter little when lives are on the line. Though they may be cold, let them stare. Now we've decided our course of action, I'd like to infiltrate the church as soon as we can. No problem.
Thank you very much.
I'm so grateful. Let's use teleportation magic to get to Brawlhaven then. Let's go. Good, no one's around.
Yes?
The distortion of Magla feels fainter than it did before. Why would that be? Well, they did say that the Sanctor ran away, or didn't run away, has gone missing, as has Ovi. Ovi's mother? As has Ovi's mother. So, maybe it's because less people are praying? Let's say something must have happened.
That's surely right.
Yes, let's proceed with caution.
Time to go.
Let's go down to the basement. I truly hope everything's alright. They're all gone.
Oh,
There isn't anyone here. Where have they gone?
actually,
Grem, look what I found. I think Hyperic must have written this. Here's an entry from June. Their illness is steadily worsening. I pray and pray, but it is not enough. I know that it is my fault. Well, one can't call Hyperic an uncaring man. Look how he takes responsibility for this strange illness. The most recent entry says, prayers are not enough. Faith is not enough. It is because the devil dwells in their hearts, the fools. Illness is a punishment from God, and his wrath will spread throughout the country. We must beg his forgiveness. From this land saturated with his fury, I and the other believers will offer up our flesh. We beseech thee, O God, to forgive us our sins. Closure. Oh, I didn't have human sacrifice on my bingo card.
is this perhaps?
I can't believe it. Hyperic has taken the parishioners. Where did they go? Where in the world is he taking them? What did he mean by this land saturated by his fury?
Oh,
Wait a second. Here it's mentioned they're going to throw themselves into a volcano. What? Human sacrifice in a volcano? Yeah, that wouldn't be my first way to cure an illness.
that can't be.
Maybe he means the main Sanctist temple in Altabury. I think so because look at the illustration of the mountain. The word volcano is inscribed on its northern side. Who's there? What are you doing? Ovi, we found out where your mother is, and everyone else too. It's just that it's quite far. Liar, you're just trying to trick me. They said all the Pagians like you were liars. Why did you take Mama? Don't you know Mama's sick? You're awful. She didn't trick you.
No.
Yufa isn't the one who tricked you. I'm going to leave Hyperic's journal here. Please, someday when you're feeling like a big strong girl, have someone read it to you.
It's all right.
And by the way, Ovi, I haven't forgotten my promise to teach you the that dance. After I help your mother, let's practice, shall we? That's a lie.
Ovi,
I know it must be hard for you to believe me, Ovi. People can lose sight of the truth if they believe in something too strongly.
but then
But I want you to know that it really was a joy to have met you. Please don't think I lie when I say this. Grem, please come with me. I want to stop Hyperic.
please, you must.
As far away as it is, we can't pass through the mount. As far away as it is, we can't pass through the mountains, but we could fly there. Then let's hurry.
We should hurry.
Let's get there as quickly as possible.
Yes, indeed.
Agreed. It seems he's using a gauntlet runner belonging to the Sanctist Church. Judging by the dates written in his journal, he may be arriving there soon. Hyperic seems serious, but also quite sensitive. I think it was the Magla that made him lose touch with reality.
That means
It reminds me of when I believed I should be sacrificed, and that gives me all the more reason to stop him, at any cost.
I must.
So please, Grem, keep helping me. I draw much power from your strength. I can sense Yufa's strong determination and her immense trust in me. Although, interestingly, if they have moved the, if they've moved the Gauntlet Runner and all the prisoners along the route to Altabury, the Magla shouldn't have built up in any one singular place along the way. So in theory, all of... I said prisoners, I think I meant to say parishioners. Freudian slip. But yeah, all the parishioners should, in theory, be feeling better now. Because now they have... now they've had less exposure to the Magla. Anyway, the Oracle Priestess Yufa keeper and inheritor of the summoner's virtues.
No.
Your tempered bond has become a fire-forged trust. Thus, a new pinnacle of heroism awakes within
A
thee.
new power.
Bear this new power, foster this connection, and by their strength fulfill thy destiny. Rank up!
This is something only I am capable of.
Literally not true, Yufa. The party can now study Devil Summoner. Literally everyone can do this. And that's yet another one of these. That means we're only missing a few from here. Yeah, we've almost filled out this Devil Summoner archetype. You can now study the Devil Summoner in Academia. Try seeing what new powers await you.
This is the place.
The place mentioned in the journal is so far away. I worry for them and what they might be thinking of doing. It might be difficult to turn this tide, but I truly believe we can help.
This one's important.
Quest start. Oh, I need to go find Sanctor Hyperic, who headed to Mount Volcano. The informant at the tavern on Diafranco Street in Altabury should know more about the monsters there. So this is a dungeon. Oh. Well, that is interesting. Also, wait a second. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, it's only 7.5. For a second there, I thought it was 8. But I was just double checking. As in like 8.5. But no, it's 7.5.
That's where you want to go.
Mount Volcano should be around here. Despite it being a volcano, apparently it's safe. That
We'll
sounds
face
like
danger
fun.
here.
Can't go there
Let us hurry
yet,
there.
but at some point, we will certainly make our way over there. Alright, that seems like a great thing to do later. Yeah, I'm happy with that. Instead of doing a bond conversation, you get to do a trip. And now, who do we have? Catherina. Ah, fantastic. Which is actually her level 8. Which is crazy because we hadn't done... Like, we were sitting at 4 for so long, and then we get martial artist out of nowhere. Before we do that, though, I'm going to click on that to get rid of the little exclamation mark. We need to go to Academia. Actually, before we do that... Hello.
No harm in just...
Monsters of Mount Volcano. Mount Volcano was once a mine. It's famous for the high-grade precious stones found there. But at some point, monsters began to appear in the area. The miners tried their best to fight them off, but they never stood a chance. Now no one dares go near that place, except for a few daring fortune seekers who continue to plumb the mountain's resources. I've also recently heard rumors about some mad Sanctist who's holed up on that mountain. In my head, I was like, mountain, secret volcano base is gotta be a mad scientist, despite that definitely saying Sanctist.
Keep this to yourself.
Contrary to what you'd expect, the Sanctist is said to wield dark magic. Beyond that, other information about this figure would be hard to come by. For whatever reason, many of the monsters in the region also wield dark magic. Perhaps there's something in the region that attracts them. They like to inflict hex, which allows their attacks to cause more damage, so be prepared for that if you still intend to go. Well then, I wish you luck. Alright. We don't appear to have a... Yeah. We do not have a Moor here. Is he out this way?
Is it finally time?
Finally, tomorrow's the day of our duel in the Royal Capital.
Hey,
Let's prepare the best we can. I want to be able to move forward without any regrets. Wait, tomorrow is the day of the duel. Wow. For some reason I thought like we would travel and then we'd have like a day there in the duel, but no,
Where was I?
we're in the duel the moment we go. Let's go to Academia.
Would you look at this?
Actually, I didn't even need to go to... I could have done it from the menu, but
What now?
it felt right to come to Academia. First of all, I'm going to use this on Yufa. We're going to upgrade her summoner like this. And then we're going to go out there. Hero's Fruit. Hero's Incense. And
It seems I've
push it
grown.
over the edge. Yufa's mastery has resulted in continued growth. Max MP is increased by 25. Nice. That's pretty solid. And now, Yufa, it is time for you to become... Oh, you need Magic Seeker at level 10? Oh. Now, it is time for you to gain some more experience in Magic Seeker.
I've acquired a new ability.
Wind Dodge. Awesome. Now, it is time for you to become a Devil Summoner. Can summon abhorrent gods called demons. The range of vessels collected allows it to counter all kinds of threats. My god, it can summon the SMT creatures. Summon Fairy, which is traditionally the first one that you get in the SMT games.
Fascinating.
The Devil Summoner. This is the archetype you sense from Yufa's way of life.
This right here.
Its heroic embodiment is that of the elite conjurer, a shepherd who beckons powerful beings the likes of which this world has never known.
All right.
Has never known. That's definitely interesting,
I'm counting on you.
because obviously they're from the other franchise. Yes, I want to entrust Yufa with this power. I don't know why I used Mora's voice. Anyway. Then hear us, O valiant heart. By shared resolve and honored creed, take new form as an elite summoner. I hear the voices of past hero souls. O worthy heart, who tempers anxiety into strength exalted. If thou art prepared to earn the right to serve as their master, I shall bestow upon thee our soul, the soul of the summoner.
I must.
Wonderful. So this is the Devil Summoner archetype, the gift of the people's faith in me. I shall not fail them. Although when I say that these are the ones from the SMT games, I mean, yes they are, but they are more specifically the ones from, I assume, the Devil Summoner spin-off, because you're a Devil Summoner. But it should be pointed out that as far as I'm aware, they're identical. May the Dragon God's protection be with you.
Oh.
Well, well, I see the number of archetypes you've studied has grown. I am very pleased. My own research is coming along quite nicely, thanks to you. It's not much, but please take this as a token of my thanks. 3 Heroes Fruits.
It seems I've grown.
Yeah, we'll swap over. And then, let's see what you've got in reality. So instead of like, what do you have in theory? Oh, you only have Summon Fairy. Hayden Icecrag, Summon Tyrant. Summon Fury, Summon Deity, Summon Kishin. Oh, wait a second, that's not Fairy then. No. That is Jack Frost. Yeah, which is the mascot of SMT. Yeah, because that's Fairy type. So the type of the demon is Fairy. I don't know what all of these are. I know that this one is Beelzebub, Tyrant, because it's Buzzing Fly Vessel. Hayden Icecrag. That says requires... I wonder if they're all done like this, like they're all in here, rather than being done in the... yeah, rather than it just giving you them because you have the summoner, like, objects, whether they have to also be synthesis ones. I don't know what Hayden is. Tyrant is Beelzebub. Fury? Trident Vessel? Couldn't tell you. Conch Shell Vessel? Couldn't tell you. Kishin? I actually couldn't tell you either. So I think I can get one. Kishin might be Thor. I'm not sure. Oh yeah, let me go back in there. What do we get per level for her? Or is there nothing per level? There's nothing per level. Okay.
Welcome.
Seeker's Research. Oh, that's the wrong one. Special Experiments. Summon Experiments? Aha! Now I have some new ones. I see. So Genma, Beast, Black Frost. Yeah, so Black Frost is obviously Black Frost, but the rest of them I'm not sure of. So this is War God Fairy, War God Knight, Night Fairy. So if I do Night Fairy, then I can't do both of the... Then both of these get locked off. But I can do both of these because I've got 2 War Gods. Yeah, so let's do this then. Shattering Spear Vessel. Ah, that's Cuchulainn. Yeah. Okay. And then Collared Beast. Orthrus? Or it might be Cerberus. Not Cerberus, Chimera? Let's see. Oh, it's, yeah. That was close. I forgot what that one is. But yes, that one I recognize. Cool. Right. Anyway, I've talked about SMT too much now.
Oh,
Time to leave.
you'll come again.
Go back to reality. And it is now time for us to, well, one, save, because we can. I know it just auto-saved, but let's make a save, just because I want to have a save at whatever our last safe moment was. And then we are going to go to a new follower, which is going to be Catherina. Let's go. Right, we should talk. Hello.
Hi there.
Oh, Grem, still alive and kicking, I see. Hey, you got time? Tell me you do. I got something I want to announce to my Parapus mates, and I want you to be there to hear it too. Come with me. I'll be there.
Thank you.
Thanks.
So
I know what I can do now. You keep your ears open, too.
I didn't gather you here just to hand out free money. I did it to help you find good work.
Is this the first non-party member that we have finished? I think it might be. Because I was in my head questioning whether this would be voice acted or not, because it's not a party member. I think it must be the first non-party member we have, which is cool. It's also one of the earliest ones that we got.
Because, see, if you find good work, you don't need to depend on other people. And that means you've got no one dragging you along. You decide how you want to live, and you make the most of it. So let's hear it. Want to live on your own terms? I'm sure the answer's pretty clear. We can get there, one step at a time. And today, right here, is your first step.
A pretty speech, no doubt. But who's gonna hire a Parapus?
I can answer that. Where I work, there's an old man who said if Catherina vouches for them, he'll hire them. No questions asked.
Sure, but we don't have the skills for a workshop like that.
I know. That's why we're going to get you some proper schooling.
We're going to erect a facility right here and hire a teacher who'll show you how to read and write and perform calculations. You can also learn carpentry, needlework, or medicine. And once you've the skills, we can talk to workshops and trade associations.
I don't care about any of that. I say just give us money. Sounds like a right pain in the arse. There's got to be a faster way than all that.
You think handouts are going to keep you alive? If everyone sits in the cart and no one pulls, would you just sit in the mud till you die?
Oh, come off it. We take what we're owed. It's that easy. Besides, you were the one saying we'd steal it back from the rich.
Yeah. I would be tempted to just say to this person, maybe let everyone else have the opportunity and you can come back later, but we'll say, you got this.
You can do this. Keep going.
Yeah, I did say that, but I wasn't right. And for that, I'm sorry. Something stolen is just going to keep getting stole. You'll start to fear and resent your neighbour. It's an endless cycle of misfortune. How can anyone take pride in living off someone else's work stolen by force? I couldn't. No, we can't steal our way to a good life. We got to shape our reality with our own two hands. We welcome anyone who wants to be their own change. Here, together, we write our own futures.
Do you think it's possible that I could be a leather worker?
And I want to try making clothes. I mend all my family's garb, and I'm pretty good at it.
I love teaching kids. If I dedicate myself to study, might I be a teacher as well?
What's gotten into all your heads? All this bloody talk about change. Too late for me, I say.
Not by half. So tell me, what do you want to do? We can work on this together.
Always thought it'd be nice to see the ocean. Thought that since I was a kid.
Then learn how to do calculations. If you can do that, I can introduce you to a merchant in Brylehaven.
This is really taking off. It's going to take me a while to get through all these people. I know the Parapus haven't had the best lot in life, but I'm feeling more optimistic about our chances these days. Because, I mean, you're going to be a king soon, yeah? Things will really start looking up for us then.
I'll try to live up to your expectations.
I'll do my best to live up to your expectations.
Good, because I'll be holding my breath. But I won't be sitting on my hands either. Not that we'll rely too much on you. It's going to have to be a team effort. Though, I guess in an ideal world, we wouldn't need kings. One king can't make the world a better place. It takes everyone to pull that off.
You may be right.
You're right about that.
I am, mate. A person who puts their mind to it can change their own world. That much I know. Our paths may be different, but I'll be fighting the good fight with you. And when the going gets tough, or when you feel all alone, you remember me. Because we're fighting together, king or not. No matter what lies ahead for you, we're comrades in arms.
I can sense Catherina's hope for the future, as well as her unwavering trust in me as a fellow comrade.
The loyal hunter, Catherina, keeper and heritor of the brawler's virtues. Your tempered bond has become a fire-forged trust. Thus, a new pinnacle of heroism awakens within thee. By the grace of her newfound powers, work to give truth to our hopes and fulfill thy destiny.
Rank up.
My dreams may seem impossible, but I'm not giving them up.
The party can now study the Martial Artist. Increases skill inheritance slots for the Brawler lineage to 4. You can now study Martial Artist in Academia. Try seeing what new powers await you.
Catherina! Food's here! They've delivered some for us! You lot better save some for me! Wait, come and have a meal with us. Consider it an early coronation ceremony.
We are kind of jinxing it, given that we're fighting Luis for the throne tomorrow, but anyway. I enjoyed a humble feast alongside Catherina and the others. Thanks to the unbreakable bond I now share with Catherina, the impoverished Parapus now all support me. Still at 2. It's now late night. We're as prepared as we can be, and tomorrow's the big day. We'll be up against Luis, and this time he'll be ready and waiting for you. Captain, surely you have reservations about this. Forgive me if I'm speaking out of turn, but is your mind truly clear of doubt?
Somehow.
I mean to say, if you strike down a man who is not your true enemy, will you truly be able to call yourself a righteous prince? If you strike down a man who's not your true... I think Luis is still our true... I mean, he is our enemy. I mean, like, he maybe wasn't the 100% person we thought he was, but he's definitely our enemy. Let's say I don't feel that way at all.
It'll be fine.
My heart is clear. I know what must be done.
Yes.
Then I am glad to hear it.
However,
I challenge you on this only because I think it is foolish to be brought to a standstill by it.
may I speak?
I do not believe Luis is innocent in the slightest. On the contrary, in but a few months he has slain the king and your comrade besides. Exactly! Heisme, I knew there was something I liked about you. Is it any wonder that people seek to end his life? He has lived by a doctrine of power, as every step has been in service to that purpose. He has sealed his fate, and you, as a contender for the throne, should not waste time deliberating over whether such an ideology is fit to rule. Is that not so?
It'll be all right.
You are already in second place in this contest. Countless people have thrown their support behind you. Never forget that. Heisman makes a pretty good point. If we're going to take back the country, you can't let any self-doubt stop you in your tracks here.
We can't lose.
Everything we've done has been for this day, so let's take it all in and stick it to Luis, Furella, and Grius, and everyone else we've lost. Let's do this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the spirit. All the pain we've endured will be your power in the end.
Right.
I don't want a king who believes might makes right. There is no reason you can't be a contender yourself.
Besides,
And now that you've declared yourself the prince, it's not like you can afford to fall on your face in front of everyone anyway. Heh. Quest clear. Prepare for the final battle. I need to prepare for my final confrontation with Luis and head into Grand Trad. All I can do now is put everything on the line.
that reminds me.
Eurus apparently wants to make some kind of grand entrance into Grand Trad with the Skyrunner. Despite everything going on, that's his biggest priority. But maybe that's exactly what we need to make this work.
Okay then.
Well then, let's get a full night's rest so that we're ready for tomorrow.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
It's finally here.
So we set off for the royal capital in the decisive battle of our lives. I am a little disappointed. I just begun to grow accustomed to the cold. I cannot say the same. Regardless, we've done all that we can here. Let us depart with our heads held high, yes? Nura seemed thrilled about arriving by sky instead of teleportation magic. All it takes is a day to get there from here. We'll have them city folks shaking in their boots. Let's meet at the runner once we polished off breakfast. Okay. And?
At last, only a day remains.
Whatever Luis throws at us, this is where we end it.
Between him and the Criers, he's certainly made a production of this. You don't suppose it's a trap?
Nah, he just loves a battle that'll make history. That's the bastard through and through.
Indeed. The man's in first place right now. Not much he stands to gain from subterfuge. But I'll admit, I have my own suspicions.
What? Losing your nerve, old fella? Me? I'm ready to lay the bastard out. I owe him at least one solid whack in the face from Ardell.
You can start with one for Dell. Give him 100 for yourself. If he becomes king, the kingdom is finished. Maybe even destroyed from the sounds of it.
Rella said as much too. About the country being overrun with hordes of humans. That might be his real aim. Though I can't for the life of me think why Luis would want that. I thought he'd made his name as this grand human slayer.
At the very least, we know that Luis will not wield the king's magic to save this land.
We have our own future we're dreaming of. For Maria and Fabienne. For Grius and Brella. We've got to win this. For everyone's sakes.
Royal Capital, Grand Trad. Let's go.
You would pursue peril.
Our course is set for the capital, and the final confrontation with Luis. Is everyone prepared? Hold on.
You're right.
Is there anything we can do here? Like, can I, can in no way save or do anything else. I can just look at other places. You cannot open it. I was just curious, because it was like, what do you want to do? And I'm like, there is nothing to do. You can just look at the map. Anyway. Let's go.
You would pursue peril.
Our course is set for the capital and the final confrontation with Luis. Is everyone prepared? Well, I'm prepared. But, for you watching this video, we are going to face Luis next time. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you next time. Goodbye.